Joining us now is Cheri Beasley. She's a former Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court. She is now the Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate in North Carolina. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I really wanted to hear from someone who's held judicial office at the state level, since the Supreme Court is saying all of this now should be sent back to the states for the states to do what they will. Let me get first your reading of this as a former Chief Justice of the court in North Carolina, your reading of this opinion.
Lawrence, thank you so much for having me here today. I have been a judge. I've been a judge. I've been the Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court, and I have spent my life in service to the people of North Carolina for more than 30 years, working hard to respect the rule of law and to uphold the Constitution. And a woman's right to make choices about her reproductive health is a constitutional right, grounded in the 14th Amendment and other amendments of the Constitution, to make sure that she has the opportunity and the choice to make decisions about her family and her body without government interference. The problem here is that this issue has been politicized, and that there are people who are trying to make a political issue out of a constitutional right. Even the Republicans who are running here in this race that I'm in here in North Carolina will not take a stand on preserving this right. In fact, they all support a ban or restrictions on this right, even in the case of incest, rape, or the health of a mother being at risk. I'm running for the United States Senate, and I will work hard to protect constitutional rights in the very same way that I've upheld them as a judge for more than 22 years and as a public servant for more than 30 years. We have got to do something, and we've got to do something now.
If you get elected to the Senate, you'll be taking a Republican seat away from the Republicans, adding it to the Democrats' count. What is your view now of the Senate confirmation process for Supreme Court justices, now that we see so clearly how they get through that process without revealing their thinking, so that they can then reveal their thinking in stunning Supreme Court opinions?
You know, the Senate judiciary hearings are deeply important. It is important to have a sense of the qualifications of judges and their ability to reason and follow the law and the Constitution, and to make those decisions soundly. I will tell you, we are where we are now, and it's really important to be thoughtful about the fact that so many women in this country are alarmed by what they've seen and what they see that this right is under attack. We know that here in North Carolina, the majority of people here in the state and in this country support the right of a woman to have an abortion. It is a constitutionally protected right, and people here support it. I am working hard in this race to make sure that people understand the magnitude of this election. And as we know that this right is under attack, and that the Republicans who are running in this race do not support the right, the constitutionally protected right of a woman to choose, even in the case of rape, incest, or a woman's risk of health, I am running to protect the rights of the people in this state. And that's what people need to understand, the magnitude of this election in May and in November here in North Carolina.
What does this mean to the 13-year-old girl in North Carolina who is raped, possibly by a family member, who does not want to have a baby at age 13, whose parents don't want her to have a baby at age 13, whose parents and the 13-year-old want to be able to end that kind of pregnancy? What does it mean to that girl?
It is a very dangerous decision of this court. The Senate absolutely must act to protect the right of a woman or girl to make this decision with her family, with her physician, without government interference. We also need to make sure that the Senate codifies this constitutionally protected right to make sure that doctors and women are not punished when they make this choice in their own private way. And so this is an egregious decision. It is a decision that harms women. It is a decision that harms North Carolinians, and it is a decision that harms Americans.
Cheri Beasley, former Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Lawrence. I'd ask everybody to please go to cheribeasley.com to know more about my candidacy.
Thank you.